Oh, hi everybody. It's your boy Ray. This is the vlog for the week of December 7th through the 13th, but I'm recording this on Sunday, December 14th, but I upload on Monday, the 15th. But you know the deal, right? But anyways, today is the start of the first full week of 3 weeks of vacation, and man, it's gonna be a long time before I get back into work. I think I head back into work on the 6th, so I think that falls on a Tuesday, right? I'm at the computer. I can see this stuff. Yeah, it falls on the 6th, so long time, long time. But yeah, it's I got to be able to find something to fill that void now because I work pretty much all afternoon, and I got to find something to fill that hole. So um, I don't know what to do. So what am I gonna do? Probably gonna take a nap. Have an extra longer nap. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. No, no, no. Still keeping like my pre-gym naps at their usual time. It's just what the hell am I gonna do in this block? And the only thing that I can think about is video games. That's it. Video games and hanging out with some friends or whatever. But I'm probably gonna put a priority more on the video games because I got a lot of catching up to do. And speaking of a lot of catching up to do, I've been sleeping in like, like I've been dirty sleeping in. I mean, I've been waking up like 11 noon. It's weird because even though I work at a college and I'm not taking classes, I still feel like I'm a college student still. So um, it's like I'm not working with college students, but I'm working with students who need help with their college work. And so, I see them stressed out, and then I get stressed out because I'm helping them with their assignments that they have problems with. So I get stressed out. And so, yeah, I guess, everything kind of just built up. And then, like, those last couple days since, I don't know, like Friday, I'm like dead asleep. My snooze alarm, which I need to break a habit, by the way. Like, I just kept snoozing my alarm clock, and I was like, okay, so okay, 10 minutes is gone, 20 minutes is gone, 30 minutes is gone. I'm like, Ray, stop it. Why not just set your alarm clock for this time instead of hitting the snooze button? You know what I mean? Ray. So I need to break that habit. But if anything, I love sleeping in. I love sleeping in. But there's also another problem where I'm still kind of awake uh, late in the morning, and still playing video games really late. But I don't know. It's weird because I still have a problem just falling asleep. This stems from college, where I think I just developed this insomnia problem just because I had to stay up and complete papers. And these are not your 5-page essays. These are the research papers, the 8+ page papers. And I would just stay up writing papers just to get them. And this was not something where it's like I left it last minute. It was just this stuff stacks on, and these are more intuitive papers rather than I don't know, just pick a topic. This pick a topic specifically on this genre. So that's how bad it was for me going through the English program when I was in college. But other than that, let's get the past out of the way. Let's get the past out of the way. So we are currently week 25, or at least we're in the start of week 25. I came in this morning at 1:50 on the dot. Boom. And I think as far as like month to month goes, I've been at least like November and October. I've been hitting like 3 pounds every month, which I feel is totally fine. Um, but you know, there are times where it feels like I could push the calories a little bit more, but at the same time, I've been at the same calories for like weeks and weeks on end, and excuse me, I've been gaining weight from that. So there's no real need for me to change it. I haven't really totally adapted the total calories from all that to be at the new maintenance for me. Um, so I haven't felt the need to increase my macros, but it just feels like I could push the envelope a little bit more. But at the same time, I'm kind of scared if I push too much that I'm gonna gain unnecessary amount of weight week by week. So I've been keeping everything the same, which is totally fine because I'm getting gains from it. My strength gains are up. I do see noticeable like size difference in when I'm looking at myself in the mirror, even if it's like uh, how do I put it? It's just like the little things, like in my shoulders, or in this case, in my arms, because I've been putting in a little bit more volume in my arms. Just those little things, I could see them, but it's not like super big difference. Like I'm really swole. I'm just still like I'm still within my body size, or I'm still within my competition image. So it's like um, I'm not overdoing it, but at the same time, it's just like, where's the results, Ray? Can you tell? Are you actually getting results, Ray? Yeah, I know I'm actually getting results because I actually kind of see everything now. But it's all good. I'm feeling good about it. It's not like I'm going batshit crazy over it. The only thing that I'm kind of crazy about is just, well, I still have more and more weeks to go before I start getting ready for 2016, and it's not even 2015 yet. So what are you thinking about all of this? But man, but yeah, it's I don't know, it's all good on four fronts. I've been making little tweaks to my program, or not my program, but like my approaches to like certain exercises. First off, I might be repeating some stuff from the previous vlog. Like, for instance, I've been utilizing supersets a lot more. Like, not in the case of just speeding things up in the gym, but to add a little bit more volume into my workouts, because I feel like I'm missing certain areas over the weeks. Especially since I'm working body parts twice a week. I feel like I'm missing particular areas that I don't really think about, or I do think about, but it's towards the end of the workout, and I just don't feel like working out anymore after that. Like, my energy is already burnt out. So I definitely started to utilize supersetting it a bit more, so that way I could make sure I add the volume in there. Now, I may not, and I'm the intensities for that added workout may not be the same intensity as if like it was like a standalone thing where I could focus on the heavy reps, and or the heavy weights and the moderates, high reps and stuff like that. But at least I could get that exercise in there, and then maybe the next time I could focus it strictly individually. So for right now, what I've been able to do is I've been able to get the arm stuff down pretty key. What I like to do next is to maybe put a little bit more volume on my chest. So, um, so maybe like include the fly portions, like isolated flies, include that portion into a superset, maybe towards the end of like pushing stuff, or maybe I say like on a power day, even though on power days I tend to avoid isolation. Maybe use that as like a superset to the second exercise, or the miscellaneous exercises rather than the main lift. So like the main lift is just strictly the main lift, but the next exercises are just accessory work to that. So maybe I could do something. Maybe I could add it in there. But other than that, add a little bit more chest. Oof, I just ate lunch a bit ago. Add a little bit more chest. I need a little bit more vertical pulling. So um, because I've been doing a lot of horizontal pulling, or just anything where I'm just kind of pulling to the chest, even vertical pulling. I'm just pulling to the chest, like close grips or neutral grip. But I just need more volume overall. Even though like my wing, my lat size, it's not that big. It's noticeably bigger though. I'm saying it's noticeably bigger, but I just feel like just hitting like my rows and stuff like that. That's what's making my back bigger. So I've been more reliant on that. But like I said, I need a little bit more volume in other areas. So I need a little bit more volume here, and I tend to be lazy with the pull down. And it's kind of funny because I've been lazy with the rows, and I started focusing on the rows stuff, and so now I got like a big amount of volume there. But the vertical pull in, I honestly need a little bit more in that area. So I'm gonna try to do a lot more, or maybe place a higher emphasis somehow, some way. Maybe like with the ratio thing, like a 2-to-1 thing, which what I normally do with horizontal roll to vertical, horizontal pulling to vertical pulling. Maybe I could do the same every other week or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but yeah, it's just those things where I can add a little bit more volume to that. Just a little tweaks. The approach to the workouts are, it's still the same. It's just what more can I add to a workout to justify how much more time I get to spend at the gym. What little tweaks are there? I don't know if I talked about this last week. If I repeated it, I'm sorry. But so when I usually do my incline pressing, on so barbell, the bench is pretty much static. You can't adjust it whatsoever. So, but the adjustable bench, it has various holes. So what I normally do is just put on the lowest hole, and then I'll just do my pressing right there. You know, so it's probably as close to a flat bench press than if anything, but I still feel the activation of my pec minor when I'm doing a like dumbbell incline on this flat bench. So what I actually started doing now is going from that setting, which is the lowest setting, and I just leveled it up a bit. So it's not like the set stationary one at the barbell bench, but it's probably just a tad lower than that, and I actually felt like a lot more activation in that. I wasn't able to do 90 pounds, or I chose not to do it because I'm working with a different elevation, but I actually felt it. So I think that's something that I'm going to adopt now, and definitely start utilizing a bit more. Because even when I did, I also tested that out with flies. Definitely felt it. I'm like, it's like a totally different world. It's that weird thing where it's just that simple thing, just a simple approach to it could like make a whole world of difference when you do an exercise. So yeah. Those are just the minor stuff. But the biggest thing for me right now is to see if I can incorporate a little more volume. If I can maintain my intensity levels with the higher volume, then I may be able to increase the calories just a tad bit more, and we'll kind of see where the road takes me from there. But other than that, I don't have much to talk about, and I want to go to sleep. Actually, I can't go to sleep because it's almost gym time for me, so I got to start setting up for gym. It's lower body power day, getting them heavy squats in. I think today I'm going to try to hit my working sets at 285. And remember, 285 without a belt. 285 without a belt. No belt. No belt whatsoever. So, I'm also thinking, one last week. I've been also thinking about adding another calf exercise, because I've been doing just like one calf exercise, and I've just been switching them throughout the week. So I hit calves twice a week, but I only do like 5 sets of one exercise for like 10 to 15 reps or something. So what I actually like to do is maybe add a second calf exercise, because there are some days where I just have a lot more time in the gym, or a lot more extra time in the gym before I say hit abs, because after all my leg stuff, I hit abs afterwards. So I have a little more time. So maybe another calf exercise. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe start researching. Thank God for YouTube. Bam! So another calf exercise. So okay, that's all I got for this week. Check out next week. And yeah, I'm probably going to do a lot of the webcam vlogs, because, well, I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to go out unless I need to. Okay, so, bye. Peace out. And get your fiber in, because you need to poo.